So my name is Shannon Dominguez, and I have two daughters, and I am a single mom. And my life before the pandemic, I was managing a law firm with three different locations. I was overseeing the HR, IT, finance, and marketing. And my children were 6 and 8 years old. So I was directly affected by COVID-19 at first in 2020 through my workplace, managing HR, IT, finance, and marketing for a law firm meant that all of my departments were on fire. So IT, I had to get everyone up and remote. Finances and HR, we had to work on who we were going to furlough and when, and applying for PPE. And marketing came to a complete halt for all things in person. So it was very stressful. And then my children's school shut down, so that created another dynamic. So 2020 was unique in that way. And then 2021, we ended up getting COVID. So we were directly affected in that way. And there were definitely prolonged periods of quarantine as it trickled through the three of us. When my daughter was exposed to COVID, it was about a week until we found out that she was positive. And then I started displaying symptoms, and then my other child tested positive. So it was a trickled effect, which led to about 6 weeks of quarantine. And when it was time for one of my children to go back to school, they had shut down her grade for an additional 2 weeks. So being a single mom, even though I'm very grateful that my children did not show any symptoms, they were not sick, I got sick. I got the symptoms, and I'm the one who washes the dishes and washes the clothes and cooks. So even though 3 days may not seem like a long time to be down and out, those are 3 days when I didn't have any family member or friends who were able to come into our home and cook. I didn't have my cleaning lady. She didn't want to come by when we were positive with COVID. And the prolonged isolation is what most indirectly affected me, because it triggered a season of depression. Just being so alone made me feel so alone. And that's already something that single moms struggle with. So when you're at home, you're alone, you're the only one who's supposed to be working. Because a perk of working, there are lots of perks to working remotely. But one of the downsides is that as soon as I would feel better, I'd go to get on my computer and start doing more work. So I probably didn't take as much rest as I needed. And there were more symptoms, months afterwards. I still dealt with fatigue and headaches, and it was a very interesting time. I would say that our lives have returned to a sense of normalcy, a new normal, and throughout the entire pandemic, I just noticed a cycle of almost like a phoenix. You burn down whatever normal you were used to, and you create a new normal. And we became very efficient at doing that and just rolling with the punches. We did not sit with it a lot. We did not sit with the transitions or we can't do this. We just immediately would pivot into something new. So the time that we couldn't go and play at Chick-fil-A playhouses or at the trampoline park or get together for birthday parties, we spent that time outside and hiking and just we got kayaks. So we went kayaking. We developed new hobbies to replace the old that we were missing. So it's been a constant recreation of a new normal.